Okay, now we're going to look at categorical or nominal variables, things that can be put into categories by continuous variables. Sometimes these will be counts, which is a little sketchy, but we're still going to do it. So we have xx and xy, and we're going to look at sleep scale or something else like that that's continuous. And then we're going to test it using a t-test and a linear regression. In this case, we're going to use a t-test because it is what it will give us. But this is the graph we're shooting for next. So we bounce back over to Radiant, and we go to Basics and compare means. And the factor is how many chromosomes do you have? And then we're going to get rid of angry factor here, and let's do anger scale. All right, and we're going to leave it as independent none, and we're going to make it a t-test, and we will plot that. I don't want the scatter plot. I want my bar plot, and this bar plot gives us the blue ones are standard errors, the black ones are 95% confidence intervals, and we see that this did not give us what we wanted because my chromosomes is the wrong type, right? Because it's in there as a 0 or 1 variable or a 1 or 2 variable. We need that to be the factor. You see it says numeric up here, and we needed that to be a factor for it to do what we wanted. So we're going to bounce back down and find our factor version of that. All right, the Q, XY, 3Y, and this will give us a factor version of it. And now when we plot it, we see that on the anger scale, XX and XY, there's no difference on that scale, and they're almost identical. And again, we have the 95% confidence interval, which is the black, and standard errors, which is the blue. And we could have clicked on our help button here to find that out. I'm going to go back to summary. Anger scale wasn't any different. Let's see if sleep scale is. And we're going to do sleep scale numeric, and numeric is also continuous. And we're going to go back over to our plot. And now we do see a difference in sleep, not one in anger. So we see here the same sort of things. Our means fall outside of the 95% confidence interval, so we're comfortable that these are going to be statistically significantly different. And we come over here and look at our summary values, and our p-value is 0.001, so we're pretty convinced that's different. We're going to click show additional metrics so we can see the actual t-value, which is 3.8 something, and so, or 33, which gives us a pretty huge difference. All right, no, it is 3.8. It's the adjusted degrees of freedom there for a t-test. So that gives us our test. So we get a plot, which is an error bar chart, and we get a t-test with that. The fact that we have two values is what gives us a t-test instead of an analysis of variance. They're very similar. All right, so there we go. Categorical is the x variable or the causal variable, and a continuous variable is the y variable, and that's this